Okay, let's play the new main story of the Perilous Snowpath. Pain of Desire with a gunshot. The story opens. Oh, what's happening here? God darn it, do you see that blood? So much it can reflect like a mirror. That's so it's gonna end like that. Once you're on this path, no one can turn back. Tess! Hey, Tess! Snap out of it. Stop zoning out. Uh, she was daydreaming, being dead. That's weird. Chancing, did you see that? See what? Never mind. It's nothing. It's a secret. Haha. Save your breath. I know you and the Ejatin are hiding something from us, but that's not important right now. We need to figure out who's attacking us. You still can't make contact with the Ejatin? All comms channels have been blocked. The enemy must be using advanced interference tech to keep us silent. Should I try conjure up a pigeon and have it carry out a litter for us? Don't make jokes in the field. Listen up, Chenxing. That's not how it is in the border region. Things can turn sour in the blink of an eye, even for the simplest stuff. You'll go crazy here if you can handle any deviation from the plans. We have already come over 1,000 kilometers from the containment zone, and up to now, everything had gone smoothly. Why is someone only making a move that will breach the Yevris border? They know we're from Yggdrasil, but still have the nerve to make such a bold move. There aren't many militant groups that breathe. The weirdest part is they are only using light firepower. It's like they're trying to masquerade as a small-time gang or something. Maybe their identity would be revealed the second they start using heavy weaponry. Or maybe they are so arrogant they think there is enough to defeat us. Chenshin, look up! 1 week earlier. Oh, that hurts. This new guy has an awful temper. My shoulder isn't dislocated, right? Carolyn, the boss said you'll have your first mission with the Ajata next week. All of the equipment needs to be configured to the highest specifications. It's going to be different than the solitary combat and special recon mission you're used to, and thus, there won't be any logistics, supplies, or support. If you fail, Hydroxy will deny any connection to us. The boss gives me the same speech every single time. I've heard it all before. Carolyn, Tess, you don't really think she says those things for fun, right? No way. People on the outside looking in think I'm her own private soldier or something, but actually, she just likes to bully the crap out of me and throw me into dangerous, impossible missions one after another. Is it just a hobby or is she testing me? Either way, it doesn't matter. Since I joined the Heimdall Force, my own honor, safety, and even life aren't important anymore. So what do you care about? What do you ask? Are you curious about me, Miss Intelligence Officer? All of your info is strictly confidential, even internally. No one knows any details about you other than the boss. Due to my responsibilities and position, I think I need to gain a basic understanding of you before you begin working with the Ejatan. Alright, well, that makes sense. But I'm not gonna tell you. You. This is a great gun, thanks. By the way, where's that guy now? If his recent routine is any indication, he's probably standing around in front of the clinic. But I suggest you don't bother him. He's become a bit unpredictable since Operation Breakpoint. I was freezing and exhausted. My dry lips slowly cracked as my heart beat quickly in my chest. I never liked the fluorescent lighting at Yggdrasil headquarters. The pale hue was thick with a sense of detachment. Whenever that light shone into my eyes, I couldn't help thinking about the person I once was. Cold, rational, cautious, perceptive, and never emotional. Life, wake up, please. Hey, Tess. Tell me, I'm the kind of person, right? Tell me. 1 month ago, right here in the headquarters building, you took this bullet for me because people like me only give the right orders, and you've always been a good soldier. Tell me you're the same as you've always been, serious and rigid, carrying out your duties without any distraction, right? Wake up, Leaf. Oh, I had a sickly lump in my throat and clutched my sweaty hands into a fist. It was clearly filled with anger, and I slammed it on the clinic's glass door as if I was begging for mercy. Haru. Egerton, you here? What's wrong? Egerton! The stiff prosthesis emitted no body heat as it wrapped around my shoulders. I should have felt a chill, but why didn't I? Let me help you in. You need to be treated. Pulled Haru's hand. She resisted the urge to argue with me. Instead, she held me up silently and moved away from the clinic door. What's going on? Is there still shrapnel in your heart? Precisely. The bullet fired from behind me at 15 meters away had been had been produced in the Yggdrasil weapon workshop. Oh, it's an internal assassin. Modified by professionals, the hollow point bullet even carried trace amount of neurotoxin. Even slowly plodding across a few hundred meters from the base had made me feel like a stiff robot, and a broken one at that. I certainly wasn't in any shape to return to the field yet. Harry said, "There's no way for you to go on missions in your current state, let alone leave the containment zone and get somewhere as chaotic as Sierra's. I'll take you back so you can rest first. Then I'll go discuss with Director Tao. Egerton, you have nothing to worry about. We aren't under Internal Affairs house arrest anymore. No matter what, all of the Heimdall operatives will remain steadfast in protecting you. The decision for me to go to Yaros has already been made. Do you still trust her? If she lied to you once, she can lie to you again. If it weren't for her, you and life wouldn't. I don't trust her, but leaving headquarters is more than just protecting me. Haru's worry, anxiety, and concern cleared my head. With that, the question that had been bothering me became apparent. Who was our real enemy? Take me to see her. Alright. I'll stand guard outside. From now on, you'll need constant protection. I smiled really as she supported me by my shoulder, and we slowly walked towards Tao's office. Through some light dizziness, I spotted a flash of orangish red hair disappear around the corner at the end of the hallway. I left Haru outside and pushed open the door to Tao's office myself. Thanks to Tao, I'll head back now, said Cyrus. Ah, Jatun, it's been a while. Good morning. She appeared flustered. My reaction wasn't out of the ordinary. A lot had happened in the past month. What she had said was true for me and most of the other Heimdall operatives. It really had been a while. Tao said, "Ah, I'm afraid it won't be easy for this operative to keep any secrets from you." Confront her. Is there something they don't know about the Gracilia that I can't? Tao said, "There are several things you shouldn't know, but none of them have to do with trust. Then what do they have to do with your safety? I thought I made that very clear during yesterday's dinner. The list of operatives accompanying you to Yara still hasn't been finalized. Is that clear?" Wait, did Jatun say that? All of my squad mates were put under house arrest for months for no reason. Is that clear? Oh, he was asking whether it's clear or not. Okay. I'd love to know if you're currently this suspicious of everyone, just me. Get your emotions in check, Egerton. I know we've had our differences recently, but we had a kind of unspoken understanding in the past. I'm only here because we still have a sliver of that unspoken understanding. So tell me, what you've been doing to my operatives recently? That was what you're not supposed to know. Your departure has been moved up. You'll leave first thing the day after tomorrow. Go to the command room. Someone will report all personnel, plans, schedules, and mission details to you there. I wasn't happy with the unilateral arrangement, but I still followed her orders. I suppressed the urge to cough up blood again and turning around to leave the room where even the air itself was difficult to breathe. Is, I told you, we're going to discover the truth together this time. You have to be careful. I've prepared gifts and guards for you. Focus on getting this done and making the necessary friends. You are not the only one who wants to understand everything that happened recently. With you on the outside and me on the inside, we work together to find the truth. They mean silent. I ignored her vague statement, opening the door and walking out. I stared at the pages full of information piled up in various categories on the holographic screen. If those reports and data were legitimate, the individual they detailed undoubtedly possesses outstanding combat abilities. Sticking around in disguises, sniping targets, eavesdropping on and disrupting 4 militant meetings in the areas, driving complete underground supply route map of the border region, discovering over 70 secret militaries and resistant camps, and even instigating over 10 successful rebel insurgencies. 10, that's a lot. But I remembered her as an innocent girl who loved doing magic. At what point had she become a fearsome killing machine? Tess, what really happened to you? If you're done looking over it, put it away so no one else sees. The boss said no one can read her info, including you. I went through a lot of trouble getting my hands on this. Just remember to return the favor when you come back from Yavris. Thanks, Caroline. I hung up the call, but I didn't turn off the battlefield hologram. All information on the Heimdall operative named Tess was on display for the entire command room. With that, the person who finally entered the room and was standing behind me could clearly see everything. It's Tess. Last time we met, I called you teacher. This time, I should call you a Jantan. So, what should I call you next time we meet? Without waiting for me to respond, she moved out from behind me and put her hands behind her back, and bent forward slightly. She then raises her gaze, staring at me. What do you think? Am I qualified enough? Look out the door, yeah. How the hell did she get in? She was quite striking, but my attention was entirely focused on her at the moment. It seems there was someone hiding in the corner outside the room behind me, giving me the unnecessary, unnerving feeling of being watched. Sorry, where are my manners? Their reaction reminded me of a timid rabbit. She had apparently changed from 3 years ago. It's only 3 years ago, after realizing that I grew even more unnerved. Tess Cotkin. Reporting for duty. Commence mission briefing. Tenshin, look out. What are you thinking? Sorry. As soon as I get anxious, we are both Heimdall operatives. We can help and support each other. But your habit of acting as a human shield to protect others from getting shot. Well, about that, it's my first time going on a mission with other squad mates, so I'm not really used to it. Don't take it personally, Chenshin. Sounds like the gunshots stopped. Let's go retrieve the vehicle and escort team members. Since the Jatan told us to be more bold before, let's see just how far it will get us. SB11. I have 84 stamina. Oh, I get that. Oh, I can't. At least I can look at the characters. Let's look at Tess. Magic show.
Get back.
This isn't the containment zone section. This is the Yaris border. Did that to fire shots here. They are already willing to do anything. Can I get inside? I can. Pretty cool. How about over here? I also can. Whoa.
群れから離れた獣が
That's what
食い物
wolves
欲しさに
left
別
their
の
old
人間
pet
に尻尾を振ったと
only
い
to
うこ
end
と
up
です
someone
か。
else left off.
まあそ
We
れ
can
は置
figure
い
it
と
out
いて
later. Let's
ちゃ
just
ちゃっとやる
take
こと
care of
片付け
them.
ちゃおう。種も仕掛けもございません。
What is it?
ただのトリックだよ。 ようこ
They're all
そテスの魔
instinct
法の
to
世界へ。
tension.
Don't worry, I'm present.
Oh wait, right. That's why I cannot put tension in. She's already in the lineup.
Not enough to change anything. All is cleansed. Nothing to be afraid of.
うわわ、私の番なの？
Watashi no banano? Sounds
ギ
familiar.
ミックメンテの経費にしていいよね。
Yaro's observation, a journal entry written by Tess that details her observations.
お客様、どうぞこちらへ。 種も仕掛けもございません。 ただのトリックだよ。 ふう、休憩いただきます。
Oh, now I get it. So, if you want to use the same cards, you can cycle it by attacking the weak point of the enemy. Like,
種も仕掛けもございま
if I
せ
want
ん。
another red, I need to shoot until I've got the red card.
ただのトリックだよ。 お客、
Ouch. There you go. Another red card. Another red card. Another red card.
レディーさん
Another
ジェ
red
ルメン。
card. Boom. A pretty cool mechanic. Wait, did I miss anything over here? No. I do need to be fast though. The time is running out.
種も仕掛けもございません。
Oh.
ギミックメンテの経費にしていいよね。ははーい。お客様、どうレディース&ジェルメン。
Oh.
報告。ミニミッション達成。全員命に別状はないみたいだね。まあしばらくは動け
Also
ないだろう
breathing,
け
but they're
ど。
no in condition. They are in no
彼
condition
ら
to
の
fight.
応急ビーコンを起動して後
Activate
方
the
支援に
dis-
回収を
distress
頼みま
beacon.
しょう。
Logistic will take care of them.
姉さん、
But Chenshin,
私たちのルートには後方支援い
there's
な
no
いよ。
logistic on this road.
いいでしょう。
Alright
詳
then.
しい話は車を見つけた後で聞きます。
I'll expect a good explanation from you once we get out of here. And once we get a vehicle.
種も仕掛けもございません。ただのトリックだよ。またお越しくださいまし。
輸送船？
Is there any cargo
こ
ship
ん
in
な
a
と
place
ころで
like
座
this?
礁してるなんて、辺境では珍しい光景に事欠
The
きま
border
せん
is
ね。
full of interesting surprises.
そこに人が住んでるってのが余
And
計
this
に
old
面白い
city
ね。
is basically used as free for all shelter.
傭兵に犯罪者、密
It's
輸
for
業者、
commerce, outlaws,
情報
smugglers,
や
interrunners.
ひょっとしたら
Hey,
私たちを
creating
襲った
big
犯人
cartel
も
setup.
この船に隠れてるかもしれないね。
Right. Hold up there
Don't
right
worry,
now.
I'm present. Reloading. Not enough to change anything.
When the escort vehicle swiftly. Wait, I need to see if there's anything over here.
ギミックのメンテがまだ。
Does it look like it? Mission complete.
公演無事終了。ありがとうございました。
Glacial Edge. Is mine. Then let's have shield. Need to change the logistic though. Good enough. Just use whatever. There you go.
I come bearing blessings to all things.
テス、
That's
車のドアを
vehicle
開けて
door.
ください。
I need to
護
check
衛
on the
対象を
containment.
確認します。
Now let's
そ
look
れ
at
は
the
いい
person.
んだけど、
Of course.
あ
It's just
れって
that's a
普
small
段は
problem.
安定してるけど、低温
Gonna
環境
put
に
it
さ
right
らすの
before
は
you can go.
まずいんだよね。
私に
No
嘘は
lying,
通用
holding
し
eye
ません。
contact, hitting unevenly.
視線が泳いでいますし、呼吸が少々荒くなりましたね。
Obvious lying.
あのさ、姉さん、
Please Sensei, you have to
悪
trust
い
me.
けど、もうこれ以上聞かないで。通信が回復
They
したら、
definitely fill you
分
in
析
stuff
員か
of
ら
the
説明
conference
がある
call.
はずだからさ。
Oh, let's go.
やっぱ緊張する。
Action. Oh yeah, I'm
どう
joining
ぞ
you.
こちらへ。
Come on, get back in.
ギミックメンテの経費にしていいよね。
One more stuck over there. Ouch.
レディース&ジェントルメン、ギミックメンテの経費にして報告。ミニミニミッション達成。
Wait, there's more.
やっぱ緊張する。ギミックメンテの経費にしていいよね。ただのトリックだよ。やっぱ緊張する。ギミックメンテの経費にしていいよね。報告。ミニミニミッション達成。さあ、帰ってニューマジックを考えないとね。
Oh, there's the bait. Die in darkness and dancing with shadows. Tess Copkin. Reporting for duty. Men's mission briefing. Teacher? Oh, you mean Chatton? I'm a little nervous. Yeah, exactly. Nervous. I'm a little nervous. You know, I've always gone on mission by myself. I've never done a mission briefing, is it? I've never done a mission briefing, is it? Go to the command room. Someone will report all personnel, plans, schedule, and mission details to you there. Those two really knew how to make things difficult for me. It was like an unconscious routine of a good cop, bad cop. Reassure. It's alright, don't worry about it. If you're not ready, I can ask someone else. Wait a second. I'm ready. There's no one else. I'm the only one who knows all the plans for our mission in Perilous. Then talk to me about the mission. We don't need to worry about formalities, just tell me everything you know. Alright, then look at this first. Whoa. Okay. Ta-da! My personally hand-drawn map for combat in the border region. After an entire year of tireless work by the amazing magician Tess Cotkin, the last tough nut in the harsh Yarus border region is about to be cracked. We'll be crossing. That is so colorful. We'll be crossing the Canyon of Perish, this time known as the scariest place in the border region. We'll infiltrate the area from abandoned part, then through the ice field, which, by the way, could crack and shatter at any moment through here. Then we'll stock up our supplies on the old steel mill and bring out our little vehicle called Swiftfoot, pushing on until we arrive in Yarus. Over here. We'll put on a magical act, exposing any skins we encounter on the way. We'll make sure everyone who's watching us will... shatter? Admittedly, her stage skill were a bit lacking, and I was afraid she was the only one who could make her heads or tails of the trophy, if you even call it that. Oh, I told you that I didn't know how to do mission briefing. How about you ask me a question about the mission instead? Just ask me and I'll tell you whatever I can. Are there things you can't say? What's to do with the old steel mill? Let's ask this one, huh? Are there things you can't say? Yup, there are. In fact, there are more stuff I can say about this mission stuff than stuff I can. But if it's you, Jatan, there are probably ways to make me talk. What was she giggling about? uh, what's the deal with the old steel mill? Oswell Steel Mill. Legend has it, no one comes out of there alive. There are rumors that Gustav, the famous former leader of Yahweh, stashed his treasure under the steel mill. Some people even say they've seen things in the mill, like a human, but also like a titan. But they are all just boring legends. The steel mill is basically just a supply base. All of the militants in Yahweh have guards hidden around the border. It's tough for those scouts to get their hands on supplies through typical methods. A polar bear. Looks like it is dancing. You have a mitten over here. What's this? Anyway, that's it. So, we got into the habit of hiding stuff everywhere like squirrels. I've been touring around the border for an entire year. It's time to get something in return from my audience. Before I even had time to think about what she meant, I heard a soft tap coming from the corner outside the door behind me. Tess was staring at me so intensely that she seemingly didn't notice the noise. Perhaps due to physical changes after getting shot, or maybe due to mere psychological factors, I couldn't help feeling like my senses were much sharper than before. I was sure someone was listening to us from outside the door, but what could I do? Pursue the eavesdropper, or change the subject? No, what? There's no point pursuing it, right? Let's just change the subject. By the way, Tess, even you've been working alone at the border. Even though you've been working alone at the border, today isn't the first time we've met, right? Edgerton? Of course this isn't the first time. You read about me in the info just now and at dinner with Director Town last time. 4 years ago She was stunned. I didn't know if the grin on my face was too hideous or if she actually remembered something that left her lost for weeks. Go on. You are bullying me. I could clearly hear soft footsteps grow quieter from the corner of the outside door. It seemed like the eavesdropper had lost interest in the conversation. But in contrast, my interest in their identity has deepened. Edgerton. A creep slap struck my face. Edgerton, oh, what the heck is happening? Edgerton, wait, is it like that? Anyway, I snapped back to reality, suddenly realizing the less than ideal situation in front of me. In the dark, narrow walkway between two train carriages, Haru and I were embracing each other in an extremely dubious way. What's happening? Ask her. What are we doing? Wasn't this your idea? Why were you asking me? Why are you asking me? My idea? In the carriage just now, you asked me to cooperate. Hey, don't move around. I've already done this much. Jatin, what do you really want to do? You can tell me. Early that morning, I boarded a freight train belonging to the... What is this? Ferenczi Pribor Hart Maglev Rail Division? Hart Maglev, right. Ferenczi Pribor Hart Maglev Rail Division at the Yggdrasil field office. I was told to ride it deep into the heart of Yarus and rendezvous with Tess and Chenshin at the terminal station, Northwind Aerospace Center. There was only one thing that worried me. Due to the current political situation in Yarus, there was a possibility the train would be strictly controlled by the military. At the very worst, we might run into the military trained secret police on the train. What are you looking at? Pretend to be surprised. Deadpan. I look at her face, letting her yell angrily and in the direction behind me. Oh, just behave yourself. I wasn't talking about you, I'm talking about him. That creep who's been sitting over there for ages. Who are you? Who? Look like someone took a bait. At some point, someone else had appeared at the door to the carriage, donning a senior officer uniform. The metal sigil on his beret shone under the warm light. Metal sigil. A Class 2 Inspector General? But this is a civilian train. Are you Lieutenant Colonel? He stared at me, then tilted his head, gesturing with his chin for me to come closer. I let go of Haru's hand, although she was pulling me back. Trying to take the lead, I walked over to the officer. Shall we find somewhere where the two of you can be alone, huh? Isn't it a bit inconvenient to do this sort of thing here, Heimdall and Chatten? You know who I am. Since you are bringing filth into my territory, it's only natural I would know who you are. You have your fun. I can wait. You have your fun. I can wait. I'll come looking for you again when you're finished. When the officer was done speaking, he suddenly pushed me towards Haru. What? Before I could even react, he then walked towards the other end of the train. When the footsteps faded into the distance, Haru immediately pulled me over and reached out to check the palm print on my face. Why would I pull away? Just remain silent. I did my best to control my expression. I remained as emotionless as I could, staring at her silently until she lowered her outstretched hand. I turned, looking towards the direction the officer had left in. The hallway was empty. For a moment, only the rumbling sound of the train filled the room. You know what to do. How far can I go? No body, no evidence, no trace whatsoever. Got it. She slipped through the narrow gap next to me, pursuing the officer who had just disappeared. Her soft hair, carrying the scent of camellias, brushed past my face, causing a slight stinging and numbness. I shook my head, pulling my thoughts away from the enchanting nature of the situation just now. I then walked back to the carriage. Before our initial departure, I had paid a deposit to book this carriage. Sirius was currently the only one inside, sitting in a chair next to the window and casually fiddling with the recorder pen that was never left aside. Ah, Chatten, you're back? What happened to your face? Hey, she's also carrying that. Looks like the same case that was on not Trisha. Coroner. Anyway, let's continue. I didn't respond to her question, instead walking straight over to sit across from her. Could you pour me a cup of club soda, Cyrus? Ah, alright. Here, Jatin. I wasn't in a rush to take the cup from her. Instead, I looked into her eyes and pressed her on something I've been wondering about for a long time. Exposed Sirius for eavesdropping. At 3 o'clock yesterday, there was someone outside the command room. It was you, right? Watchful eye. Let's put in Scondite. Oh, you cannot. Oh, it's impossible. Oh wait, I already used her, of course. Same thing again, huh? Should I deploy these too? Maybe Cyrus with her shield.
Always ready to fight.
わざわざこんなところまで誘導してくるとは。
We
分
went
かっていたかのように電波の遮断まで。考えていたよりは頭が回るようだ。だが賢ければ賢いほど生かしておくわけにはいかない。今度こそ分析員には指一本触れさせない。
You know, I think I'm not going to read that text because I'm speaking over the voiceover. Pretty cool new mechanic. More like new animation.
Absconditus. Objective complete. Stay alert.
What's this? Oh, really cool. I like this.
あの捨て駒どもがヘマしないといいんだが、出ないと。今回来たあの中佐殿、ずいぶん気が荒いって話だからな。
Taste my
Oh, no.
blade.
Misclick. Do I have to fight them?
Reveal.
I think I do.
What is any of this worth compared to honor? That's all there is?
Man, look at that eyes. So big. Oh,
Absconditus. Hup.
no. Hide behind the cover and get intel.
Area 0の連中に追撃を命じたのは、あいつらをおとりにするつもりだからだろ。
どういうことだよ。
何にも分かってないんだな。お前には話しても無駄さ。
Absconditus. Hup. A lovely sound. Hup. Enemy is down. Stay sharp. Objective complete. Stay alert. Absconditus. Hup.
英雄だって？それがなんだ。今じゃ野良犬同然じゃないか。もういい年だろ。まだ役立たずの部下どもに手を焼いてんのかよ。おまけにあいつらをイエロー社に連れ戻すときた。いつの時代だよ、まったく。
だから部下を生かすためには、俺たちのために命がけで
分析員、これではっきりした。ロシフだ。
Joseph.
彼は少数のコヨーテを連れてエリア0から抜け出した。今は軍のために働いている。あの巡察官を始末でき次第2人の支援に向かう。くれぐれも気をつけてくれ。
A lovely sound. Come on then. Keep them coming.
Absconditus!
Hup! What is any of this worth compared?
Oh,
Enemy is down. Stay sharp. Hup! Good soldiers take care of themselves.
boss battle.
Objective complete. Stay
Oh, no.
alert.
It's not. The wave battle.
Absconditus!
A lovely sound. What is any of this worth compared to honor? Can you feel the weight of this victory?
Right train. Train belongs to Penstry Pribor. Heart make left. Orchestry. Distrust. No one escapes suspicion. Elegant woman. I'm afraid I won't be able to handle such a large gift, Director Pao. I care for what we agreed on. I did. So you have to as well. Whether you can handle it or not, it needs to get done. It needs to get done. Elegant woman. Who's this new character? Alright, if your Heimdall operatives really have what it takes to safely reach Yanris, I'll make sure they are taken care of. But if you try anything funny, you have nowhere to run. You're on guard and nervous. This isn't like the Tao I know. Looks like you truly care about Ejatan working under you. Is sending him out of the containment zone making you anxious? Worry about yourself first. Those Yanris resistance group you're funding better be able to hold out when facing off against the military. I'm helping you solve a problem. You better not become a new problem for me. Boss, this is the new Operation Backfund investigation report. This time it was handled by someone from the Internal Affairs Department. There shouldn't be anything missing. Where are they now? They have entered the central mission area and have silenced all communication for their own safety. But their last coordinates were reported 4 hours ago, right in front of the magician's route. Route. You can get back to work. Understood. Tess, you better not let me down. Can't really count on your plan to work. Don't worry, just leave it to me. Magic is a skill that makes the impossible possible. Next, just connect the battery panel and... why is it moving by itself? Chenxing, how did you do that? The Granny Swiftfoot is a test model independently developed by Yggdrasil Engineering Department. Even when the self-driving and fog transmission system are damaged, as long as the signal receiver in the back is still alright, just flip the emergency brake switch to manual like this, then press down on the shifter. It's that easy? They only produce a few of these vehicles. It's no wonder you don't know how to work it since you've been away from headquarters so long. But it's odd that the driving permission and storage door permission are separated. Yeah, they can open it. I set those permissions. Our escort target is something I stole to someone else after all. I thought I might as well give her some insurance when I loaded the car at the office. Oh, is that so? Okie dokie, now that the car can move, let's get into the old steel mill in the middle of the canyon like we planned. The private logistics squad that Director Tao assigned to me already cleaned it up. Cleaned it all up. We can use it as playbase and Tess. As for the rest, we'll have to see when the Jatin and the others test. Huh? What is it, Tenshi? You're quite odd. Really? How odd? Why did you join the Heimdall force? Good question. Yeah, I'm a foolish girl who just want the person I like to see my magic. So why did I decide to do something dangerous like join the Heimdall Force? You said it's been over a year since you joined Yggdrasil, but Haru said she had never seen you before. If I said the only well-established operative of the Heimdall Force who has seen me is lying in the clinic right now, don't joke about that. Alright, that joke was in bad taste. Seeing you like this, you're going to be hard. You're going to be hard to trick. Answer my questions. Why did you join Yggdrasil? Where have you been carrying out missions since you joined? If you're really already a Heimdall operative, why is all the information on you strictly confidential? Why has Tao been personally in charge of you? Ah, Adjutant? He also asked me why I joined. Why else would I? I don't know what happened to him and make him act like this. His physical condition seems really bad too. I tried asking him, but he won't tell me anything. The adjutant has been acting strange lately, but he wasn't always like this. Then, did something happen to him recently? Where were you on the 25th of last month? The 25th? Exactly 1 month ago, right? I received orders from Director Tao to stand by in the border region and wait for the target to appear. Appear or reappear? How do I appear? Oh no. I discovered the exact location 3 days ago after waiting for almost an entire month. I rushed over to snatch up the target before other forces could make their move. Why are you asking me that, Chenshing? Did something happen last month on the 25th? Have you heard of Operation Breakpoint? I don't know anything about operation that takes place outside of Yaris border region. I can count the number of times I've gone back to headquarters in the past year on one hand. Last month, on the 25th, the adjutant led some of the Heimdall operatives in an internal purge operation that was outside of their official authority to perform. It was codenamed Operation Breakpoint. After the downfall of the board, factions started forming in the shadows within the company. Many individuals who had previously sided with the board grew restless. Director Tao had the adjutant lead a squad to weed them out, rather than leaving it to the department typically responsible for internal affairs. In the end, everything's squeaky clean. Yeah, it is. I've already interrogated 7 groups of people, but I didn't get a single piece of incriminating information. They made sure they had all of their stories straight. They were way too calm, almost like they were expecting it. At the very worst, it's just a deliberate show of strength. But if there's really nothing wrong with these people, Tao wouldn't have us wasting our time on this. Tell me, when you focus all of your attention on one thing, what are you most likely to miss? Ah, are we overlooking an even bigger danger? Children, life, look out! Marion, the security robot. Stop right there! Adjutant, Adjutant, are you okay? Adjutant! So, you're saying someone shot at Adjutant in the back and activated the auto-defense system at the headquarters. Everyone there got hurt as a result, and the Adjutant and Wednesday getting the worst of it. You're being so careful not to include any speculation. You're being very careful to not include any speculation. I'm just confused. I haven't work out all of the connections yet. No one can work it out. The internal investigation turned up practically nothing, and when the suspect was about to be apprehended, they used some sort of brand new device in front of everyone. It's already become an unknown. It was like a human-titan fusion. There was no hope of apprehending or recovering it, so the security department had no choice but to eliminate it. If I was the one behind the attack, I would have planned for it to be eliminated from the beginning. And for something like that to happen at headquarters, it's undoubtedly humiliating for Yggdrasil. No, it's humiliating for Director Tao herself. The Heimdall Force has had a simple mission since its establishment: to oppose the Titan threat and safeguard the future of humanity. But due to our unique position as manifestation and our combat abilities that would frighten any normal person, I've always worked that Heimdall Force would eventually turn into a tool using power struggles as a means to selfish ends. From what happened at the 5th Research Institute to the Operation Breakpoint incident, everything points toward us already becoming that type of tool. That's why I keep asking you, Tess. If your reason for joining the Hamlet Force was truly that simple, if it was really just for that person, can you accept that fate? Do you really understand what's concealed behind your identity, behavior, and the world you live in? What about you, Chen? What's your motive? What's your motive? What do you mean? You told me all this, which I'm guessing is strictly confidential. Surely you're doing this out of the kindness of your heart, right? Don't look at it so superficially. That's not what I meant. What I really want to say is, you're asking me those questions, but I think you already know the answers. You know everything about Operation Breakpoint, but you didn't tell me what role you played in it. As a supervisor appointed by the former board, you joined the Hamdan Force quite late, Ji Chenshin. You weren't part of the internal purge team, and you weren't questioned either. I don't know much, but I do know that the Tau, if she had the adjutant and other operatives doing something like that, she definitely had a plan for you too. What were you doing when the adjutant and the other operatives were attacked, Chenshin? You are suspicious of me. Yes, I am, but right now I want to ask you for a favor. If we accidentally run into any unexpected trouble during our mission, you can just treat me the same way you treated them a month ago. What does she mean? I just had something to drink. Alright. Snowbound.
I come bearing blessings to all things.
ねえ姉さん、約束してほしい。もし何かあったら。
心配ご無用。
出発前に分析員とのブリーフィングで話したことは、あの時点じゃただの予想に過ぎなかったけど、でも今はその予想がだんだん現実になり始めてるんだよ。
いついかなる時でも冷静さを失ってはいけません。あなたに分かるように言えば、私は決してあなたを置き去りにするつもりはありません。とにかく前に進みましょう。
種も仕掛けもございません。ようこそテスの魔法の世界へ。
Situation is under control. Excellent.
Hey, what? Oh,
This should be quick. Nothing to be afraid of.
本日のラッキーさんは君だ。
okay, I can get pushed by it. Plans of demolition operation by coyotes.
Objective complete, all according to plan.
That's pretty nice. One right strike and boom.
This you are bound. Situation is under control. Reloading. Nothing to be afraid of. Excellent.
I'll protect you.
Do not resist. Objective complete, all according to plan. Thanks.
私の番なの？
Canyon of the Parish, a canyon that was... Ah, it scrolled way too fast. Oh, the whole thing fall off.
危なかった。ジェシー姉さん、大丈夫？
Senshin Nessa.
大したことはありません。車は動けそうですか？
なんとか。でもルートを変更しないと。どうしよう。助けるね。
落ち着いて。妙なことが立て続けに起こっています。これは偶然ではありません。今の物音のせいで面倒事が増えるかもしれません。敵を確認してみましょう。
本日のラッキーさんはI'll protect you.
Excellent. Not enough to change anything. Objective complete, all according to plan.
これは
Special gear of internal
内
affairs.
部監査用の特殊装置？会社の人間がなんでこんなところに、しかも人まで殺してるなんて。
これはあなたが単独行動していた時に使ったものではな
Are
い
you
ん
sure
です
it's
か？
not from one of your previous solo
違
operations?
うよ、ここを通った覚えない。後方支援の部門だってここは通らないはず。姉さん、これ絶対おかしいよ。このルートを使うのは私たちだけって約束したのに。
何ですか？
Haha, by who?
なんでもないよ。
All is in motion. There is balance.
Let's change to official. Fanny, that's it. Fanny Coronet.
Get back.
あれ？ジャミングが消えたのかな？
いえ、どうやら汚染されていない特殊なチャンネルからのようですね。内部監査専用のチャンネルです。こちら G チェンシン。
氷の川に沿って移動し、橋を渡って製鉄所へ。
あなた方は何者ですか？なぜ我々に連絡を？一体何が？
お客様、 どうぞこちらへ。種も仕掛けもございません。ただのトリックだよ。
You are bound. Situation is under control.
本日のラッキーさんはなあ、どこまでいいよ。
Excellent. Nothing to be afraid of. Objective complete, all according to plan.
おい、しっかりしろ。ボスがもうすぐ来る。あの小娘どもだってもう逃げられねえさ。
ボスは来るべきじゃない。俺たちだけで解決できる。あの新しいやつに乗るのはボスの体には負担がでかすぎる。
グダグダ抜かすなよ。言っただろ、エリアゼロを抜け出せば。
俺たちは本物の狼になれるか。
I kind of like these. It's like the older game of Rainbow Six and Tom Clancy's games.
Thanks.
Oh,
This should be quick.
レディーさん、ようこそテスの魔法の世界へ。
Reloading. Not enough to change anything. Nothing to be afraid of.
私の番なの？
まだわからないのか。誰も生きては帰れねえよ。俺たち全員ここで死ぬんだ。任務が失敗するって意味じゃないぜ。ボスも俺たちも覚醒者の小娘どもだって、あの目立ちたがり屋の指揮官もそうさ。みんなここで死ぬんだ。このどの勢力の管轄でもない辺境でな。あの装甲車だっていずれ誰かが片付けちまうんだろうさ。だからよ兄弟、片道切符だって言ったろ。俺の帰りなんざ待つ必要はないのさ。
ユニークメンテの不景気にしていいよね。さあ、帰ってニューマジックを考えないとね。
on to the next one. heated struggle, out of the frying pan and into the fire. Here, Egerton. I wasn't in a rush to take that cup from her. Instead, I looked into her eyes and pressed her on something I've been wondering about for a long time. Exposed series for eavesdropping. At 3 o'clock yesterday, there was someone outside the command room. It was you, right? After some time, she seemingly made up her mind about something. She took a deep breath and raised her gaze again to be yours, to be your own. Yes, it was me. Jatin, you... Sorry, I've been a little paranoid recently. Did I scare you? It's alright, let's head back. I'm not done with the mission briefing yet. Jatin, I wanted to ask for your help with something. Even though Ceres had a serious personality, she always carried an additional trace of confusion due to her memory issues. But in that moment, confusion was nowhere to be found in Ceres' case. Instead, there was a clear determination and a slight sense of anger. I think my memories may have been altered. I felt like something wasn't right before we left. That day at the command room, I just wanted to talk to you about it. You could have just opened the door and walked in. Why did you hide outside? Because the expression made me realize the possibility. As absurd as it seems, I still asked. You're suspicious of Tess, right? Yes. I suspect she might be working with whoever altered my memories. It was a crazy theory. Even so, there was a chance it could answer a question that had been bothering me. What was Tess' true identity? Maybe what Cyrus was about to say would give me some clues. Comfort Cyrus. Come here, sit down. Careful, don't get cut on the broken glass. She stood, not willing to budge as I tried to move her into the seat. I had no choice but to use some strength to convince her to give up her headstrong attitude. After she finally sat down across from me, she gazed sheep to the item she was holding tightly in her hand. You said you suspected Tess. You said you suspected Tess is working with whoever altered the memories. Does that mean you have an idea of who is behind it? In the Internal Affair Department. The Internal Affair Department. During the months you were injured, Perilous established a new department under Director Tao. It was made up of former security department personnel, Heimdall Reserve operatives, and some of the book's manifestation who are under the company's control. During that month, the Internal Affairs supervisors closely monitored us, and we had to participate in at least 3 rounds of questioning and investigation every day. They took my recorder pen and notes during that time. After they gave them back to me, I couldn't shake the feeling they had altered my memories. And since then, I feel like I keep remembering things incorrectly or mixing them up. Like this. She picked up the recorder pen, lowering her head to check the file, then she pressed play. Jatin, what are you doing here at this time? Are all the weapons and equipment for the escape mission ready? Everything's here. Dozens of sealed boxes filled with combat equipment set on the weapons workshop transport platform. Just leave this small stuff to me. You still haven't fully recovered yet, Jatin. You should be rested. I know when I went to the weapon workshop before we left. But I don't remember seeing you there. This memory, it was clearly spliced together. Was true. I hadn't gone to the weapon workshop, and my voice in the recording had definitely been from another time somewhere else. Are all the weapons and equipment for the escort mission ready? Everything's ready. Caroline will arrange for this weapon to be loaded onto the train we are taking. Ceres was notified of the emergency plan. If you run into any unforeseen circumstances on the train, I will protect you and she will execute the backup plan. If what Cyrus said was true, Internal Affairs reach was truly extensive. But what was their goal? You said you were suspicious of Tess. What makes you think she's working with Internal Affairs? Because of Director Tao. Director Tao, she came to see me privately, and thanks to her order, I was the first to be released from house arrest. I think she must know how much I rely on my recorder pen to remember things, so Internal Affairs could easily tamper with my memories. Or maybe she thinks I'm not as strong as Wednesday or Harvard, so I'd be easy to manipulate. Either way, she started giving me things to do, doing stuff for some of the Internal Affairs operations. The day before we left, I went to the weapons workshop to get some equipment, to get the equipment for the Internal Affairs Special Task Force ready. It was a task force made up of around 20 people. They also left for Yenris. So you're telling me this now because your memory of being at the weapon workshop was altered. But what does it have to do with the suspicion of Tess? She shoved her hand in her pocket, a trace of anger flashing through her gaze. Then she pulled out the evidence. Adjutant, look at this. Magic card. Found this in the weapons workshop that day, tucked between the Internal Affairs Department boxes. This was one of Tess Kotkin's cards. What was one of Tess Kotkin's cards doing there? She had asked a critical question, and truth be told, I had seen that card before. You'll be leaving the containment zone in a week for Yaris. Get ready. The field operative at the border has completed her mission. The objective is to deliver the loot she obtained to Duchess Tatiana Orlova. So that's the other elegant woman, Duchess Tatiana Orlova, from Baron C.P. Pribor. Adjutant, I don't want to suspect my own squad mate, but is Tess Kotkin really a Heimdall operative? The sudden sound of my communicator beeping drowned out Siri's voice. I glanced over at my communicator and saw a call request from Haru. Just as I was about to pick up, I raised my gaze and spotted an uninvited guest. Adjutant? My communicator continued to beep, but my attention was elsewhere. I overlooked Siri's shoulder at the carriage door position behind her. Standing there was a figure who absolutely couldn't and shouldn't have been there. Adjutant, are you not going to answer that? As the sound of another call came through, the figure I was staring at moved as well. His steps were strong, steadfast, and completely calm, as if he was mocking me. I reached out, intending to turn off the communicator on the table in front of me. However, his hand caught my wrist first. You ought to answer that call, Heimdall, Adjutant. You are a commander. You wouldn't want your subordinates to worry, right? Adjutant, I found out who was behind the attack. It was Joseph. He has come from the containment zone with some of the coyotes, and is currently working for the military. I'll take care of the Inspector General before I can provide backup for the others. Please be careful on that train. Understood. Execute the backup plan and continue gathering intel. Backup plan, haha. Make sure to stay safe, and for the rest, I'll think of something later. A secret code. I ended the call before Haru noticed anything was off, raising my gaze to look at the person in front of me. Who she's going to take care of, and who she's providing backup for, Heimdall, Adjutant. Serious? We can head out now. I want to have a talk with the military officer alone. Oh, alright. Remember what I just said. Go ahead. Remember the backup plan? Even though there was confusion in her gaze, Siri stood up obediently, her eyes darted back and forth between me and the Inspector General. But she silently followed my order. Just as she was about to pass by the officer and approach the door, the officer suddenly reached out with his free hand. Pinned the officer's hand behind his back. I grabbed the officer's hand that was gripping my wrist, using my body weight to pull him towards me. After throwing him off balance, I took my chance and reached for the gun in the holster at my waist with my other hand. However, the officer's strength and reckless speed far exceeded my expectation. He lifted his knee and knocked me over, twisting his waist to squash any hope I had of grabbing his gun. He then reached down and drew his weapon. Meanwhile, Sirius took advantage of this attack to turn the safety off her shotgun. She used the weight of her petite body to slam the butt of the gun into the officer, causing him to stagger backward, then aimed the gun square at his heart. I dare you. Get a filthy hand off my operative. Surge.
Always ready to fight.
分析員の反応は普通じゃなかった。列車に何かあったかもしれない。一刻も早く2人を探して列車に戻らないと。
Objective complete. Stay alert. Absconditus. Hup.
Deputy is locked behind by an unknown mercenary.
A lovely sound. Absconditus. Hup. What is any of this worth compared to honor? Absconditus.
Too much for you?
I'll protect you!
Whose house?
Objective complete. Stay alert.
あいつら本当に計画通りに動いてるんだろうな。
え
Give me a break.
動くわけねえだろ。あいつらが俺らのために命張るとでも。
Good soldiers.
あいつらは武器を飯の種にしてきた連中だ。そう簡単に渡すかよ。契約だの誓いだの、あいつらには何の価値もね
じゃあ話は早い。俺らで処刑してやろうぜ。とっとと終わらせればカーシアの出番もないはずだ。
A lovely sound.
I'll protect you!
I've got you.
Hup. Taste my blade. Reveal. Hup. What is any of this worth compared to honor? Absconditus.
I've got you.
Hup.
I'll protect you!
Absconditus. Hup.
Ouch.
Hup.
I've got you.
I'll protect you!
Taste my blade. Reveal. Enemy is down. A lovely sound. Objective complete. Stay alert. Can you feel the weight of this victory?
Well, it has already been 1 hour and 25 minutes. I think we are halfway through. Yeah. Fisher.
I come bearing blessings to all things.
あなたが言っていた後方支援部隊は、タウさんがあなたに貸した紙幣はどこなのですか？
Yep, background.
Thanks.
私の番なの？
あれはテス、気をつけて。
Whoa,
ござい
what?
ません。本当なんだよね。いつも時間が足りないんだから。
Whoa.
まだ終わるつもりはなかったんだけどな。
テス、ちょっと、テス。
ようこそテスの魔法の世界へ。
Situation is under control. Keep it tight. Excellent. All is cleansed. This should be quick.
なあ、本日のラッキーさんは君だ。
さて、そろそろ本当のことを話してください。
そうだね。どこに行っちゃったのかな。迷子になってたりしてね。
いい加減にしてください。ご自身の命が惜しくないとでも言う気ですか？
言ったじゃん。先進姉さんは必ず生きて分析員
Oh,
に
what is
なれる。
happening?
Reloading.
You have
計
to
画
survive
も
to meet
疑
the
問も
adjacent.
本当のことも全部教えてもらえるよ。分析員が全部話してくれるからさ。私の番なの？
Situation is under control. Excellent. All is cleansed. Keep it tight. Nothing to be afraid of.
Ooh.
Objective complete, all according to plan. Back on the front foot. Keep it tight. Do not resist. Nothing to be afraid of. Reloading. Don't worry, I'm present. Nothing to be afraid of. Excellent.
本日のラッキーさんは君だ。
Where?
Keep it tight. All is
Don't come over here.
nothing to be afraid of. Reloading. Not enough to change anything. Objective complete, all according to plan.
そういうことだったんだ。確かにそれなら辻褄は合うんだ。
Head up, boy.
姉さん、よく聞いて。 奴らの狙いはこの車だよ。私が引きつける。姉さんは約束通り言って。
テス、やめなさい。バカなことをしないで。
生きてあの人に会って、そして真相を教えてもらうんだよ。いいね。
テス、
私の番なの？約束したからね。
So is that Chensing driving there or Tess driving it?
さあ、帰ってニューマジックを考えないとね。
Last minute casting. Whose tears fall behind the curtain? Boss, we've intercepted the target. Does it come? If it wasn't for our objective, we would have killed them. Back here. Save your breath. We're only here for the armored vehicle. Now that we have acquired the target, we just need to wait for the boss to come to handle it. You've heard. Go take care of your injuries. Boss, there's something weird about this vehicle. The door is sealed with a biometric. It needs a special key. Looks like we have to open it through force. No need. Our orders were to secure the vehicle. Listen carefully, don't do anything unnecessary. In 10 minutes, get the team together and escort the vehicle to our camp at the steel mill. Got it, boss. Joseph Sokolov Alexander. Who is it? When my grandpa was still alive, he talked about you a lot. He said you were a heroic, brave, honest man. He said you were a lone soldier who had the soul of a great Yarus ancestor. Such a shame, your company left you no home to return to and forced you out, and now you're nothing more than a lapdog as you betray your motherland. Who are you? Give me your name. Just telling you would be boring. Weren't you guys just discussing how to open this vehicle door? I'll give you an opportunity to see with your own eye who I really am. The secondary unlock switch is concealed in a secret compartment under the boot. Ah, don't tell me you won't push it because you're afraid it's a trap, and you call yourself coyotes. It sounds like you're just a little girl. You have some nerve to mock us. Aren't you worried we'll kill you when the door's open? Hey, I didn't call you guys stray much, so I'd say I've shown considerable restraint. Open the door if you're brave enough. You're done for. Well, like, wait, it's going to explode, isn't it? Boss, this still has a death wish. I'll play along with your immature provocation, but you still need to give me your name first. Gustav. Huh? Echel Gustav. Out of the way. Who? Wait. That looks like Tess. Hello, Colonel Bison. Isn't it? Isn't it Tess? Just with different hair color. Don't mess around, little girl. I'll give you one more chance to tell us who you really are. When I was a kid, I heard about all the heroic ways you organized forces to face off against people invading your hometown. In a way, your great deeds acted as my fairy tales. My name is Echel Gustav. Who do you think I am? The fact you dare mention the name of Gustav and pretend you have something to do with the great leader is enough for me to shoot you on sight. So, what are you waiting for? I don't know who you work for, but are the shackles they gave you really that comfortable? So much so that you wouldn't dream of disobeying them? Boss, she can die. At the very least, she can die at our hands. Understood? Arrgh. Think about what you should do next. Now that I've fallen in your lap, will the name Gustav become your opportunity to take your men and break your chains? Shut up, I still don't trust you. You don't need to trust me. Only the person who hired you needs to trust you, right? This isn't the first time I've been in the hands of mercenary henchmen like you guys. All of them had employers who needed to verify my identity. You've been active in the border region this long. Whoever wants to capture me must have given you something to confirm someone's identity, right? Why don't you use it? Maybe you'll be surprised. You, I'll say it again. I'm Ichil Gustav. So, is my unique blood enough for you to use as evidence? Take her back to Steel Mill Camp. Everyone, regroup. We're leaving now. I think that's enough. Now that I've brought the Ejati enough time, it's time for the great magician to take a final bow. But if I don't catch whoever hired these coyotes, Director Tao will be really disappointed. Edgerton, looks like it will be easy for me to become your squad mate this time. Oleg, what are you doing? Ah, nothing. I had something over here, so I came to take a look. Back here, I thought you were resting. Oleg, what's that in your hand? Hey, Oleg, stop! Are you crazy? What are you doing with that? Put it down. What is that? A hand grenade? The two coyotes struggled with each other, fighting over something that the coyote named Oleg was holding. Each coyote on this mission had received a square object that looked like a remote control from their new leader Joseph. It was a detonator for a self-explosive device. Let go! Do you really want to die with me? I activated it. It's starting. Becker, get out of here! Oleg, you... Ah. As the two coyotes were tangled up together, neither noticed a card shooting out of the darkness. It lightly tapped the detonator and an electric current flashed. Oh, why? Why didn't it explode? Why? Vector, give me a gun, now! Calm down. Calm down! The coyote named Vector knocked his teammate with a death wish to the ground, and the failed detonator flew out of Oleg's hand, landing far away. For a while, Oleg was kneeling on the ground, seemingly drained of all his strength. His body wavered and he fell at Vector's feet. I can't take it anymore. There's no way to stop my Juvosis. There's no way to stop anyone's disease. When the boss chose us to go on this mission, I knew everyone he picked has been terminally ill for a long time. I thought that as long as I used my last bit of strength to do something for my brothers under the military school, I would have no complaints. But I really can't keep going. It hurts too much. Every joint, every one of my bones. That's enough, Oleg. Come here, just drink this. Look at me and listen to what I'm saying. We're going to get better. We already completed the mission, right? When the military sends Team 2 to take over, we can go back. The boss and the lieutenant colonel will have a way to make us better. But the lieutenant colonel blackmailed the boss. That devil took our men hostage. Go back? Go back where? Can we really go back? Yes. With heavy steps and a low voice, the aging leader slowly emerged from the shadows outside the door. Boss! Oleg, stand up. Boss, I... Stand up. The coyote with a death wish momentarily overcame his fear. With the help of his companion and the leader, he stood up, trembling. Drink it. No, no, I won't drink it. There's no hope for me. Take this medicine back and give it to the kids. I need to take you back to the kids' life as well. Boss, think about how we escaped the containment zone together, Oleg. Think about how we've traveled thousands of kilometers to get here. Think about our man who died along the way. I brought you here and gave you that detonator so you could go out like a hero, like a man, and take our enemies down with you in the final moment. Not so you could give up. There's nothing you can't overcome, brother. Don't take your life so lightly. The two coyote soldiers' footsteps gradually faded into the distance, but Joseph still remained. After some time, he bent down and picked something up off the ground that didn't belong there. Come up. What have you guys been through? It is Tess. It is Tess. I don't know. I'm confused. Is the military threatening you? All of your men suffering from juvosis? It's not your turn to ask question yet. Since you saved them and didn't run away, I won't kill you. Keep quiet and follow me. Emergence.
Get back.
冷静になりなさい。冷静になるのよ。
Don't worry.
彼女はずっと分析員の元に向かうように言っていた。慌てた様子もなかった。コヨーテの狙いが本当に車だけならまだチャンスは残っているはず。
Oh, so Tess drive it
まずは
and get inside
全体の
behind
状
the
況把握。
vehicle.
とにかく分析員との連絡を急がなくては。
Don't worry. I'm present.
So yeah, that was Tess.
This should be quick. All is cleansed.
So Tess was the one that drive the armored vehicle. I mean that drove the armored
Excellent.
vehicle.
Keep supplies are in place.
Nuh-uh. Don't come over here.
Do not resist. Ah! Supplies are in place.
Nuh-uh. Don't come over here.
Reloading. Excellent. Objective complete, all according to plan. This should be quick.
Nuh-uh. Don't.
Supplies are in place. Do not resist. Nothing to be afraid of.
Whoa. I can fall.
Ah! Excellent.
Ooh.
Thanks. This should be quick. Thanks. Nothing to be afraid of. All is cleansed. Not enough to change anything.
Nuh-uh. Don't come.
Supplies are in place. Nothing to be afraid of. Excellent. That was so easy, it's not really worth recording it.
Perilous path. I mean, what other skin do I have for her? Oh, just the original skin.
I come bearing blessings to all things.
これほどの邪魔が入るとは。この港はブリーフィングでは触れられていなかったけれど放棄されているようにも見えない。探せば旧式の通信機ぐらいはあるかもしれない。
Objective complete, all according to plan. All is cleansed.
Nuh-uh. Don't come over here.
Reloading.
I'll protect you.
Nothing to be afraid of.
Nuh-uh. Don't come over here. I'll protect you.
Thanks.
Nuh-uh. Don't come over here.
Keep it tight. Do not resist.
I'll protect you.
Reloading. Not enough to change anything.
Nuh-uh. Don't come over here.
Excellent.
I'll protect you.
That sound of bullets hitting his shield.
Thanks.
It's so nice.
1, 2, 3, and...
Tessie! Tess!
この声は春、今どちらにいらっしゃいますか？
座標分析ロッシュ。
彼女が今いるのは列車じゃない。早くこの骨董品を修理しなければ。これ以上犠牲者を出すわけにはいかない。
Keep it tight.
Nuh-uh. Don't come over here.
Reloading.
I'll protect you.
Nothing to be afraid of.
Nuh-uh. Don't come over here.
I knew it. He wouldn't reach me. He wouldn't reach me.
Reloading. Ah! Not enough to change anything. That was so easy, it's not really worth recording it.
Progress 6. Trigger Echo. His true intentions revealed. It's a fight to the death. Get into the hands of Sirius. I'm here to discuss business with you, rather than that. I'm here to discuss business with you, not fight to the death. Put your gun down if you understand. Let go of her. Now. I've been really nice thus far, don't take it for granted. As the officer was attempting to intimidate me, Cyrus took the opportunity to step forward and shove her shoulder into his chest, making him lose his balance and stagger backwards. She then walked over to me and took my hands in hers. Before I could even react, she had already pulled me down to sit again. In the blink of an eye, the tense atmosphere in the carriage softened considerably. The officer was left holding his gun, awkwardly frozen in place. Adjutant, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. He turned off her recorder pen and placed it on the table, still her hand holding onto mine never let go. Feel free to talk openly. I can guarantee I will remember a thing. The officer couldn't have expected things to turn out like this. He was stunned for some time before breaking into a fit of laughter. Alright, things just got interesting. While this officer was trying to put on the airs of a high-ranking general, he lacked the discipline or seriousness of a military background. Instead, he displayed habits that betrayed dealings of years of dealings with gangs. He had hinted at it in the carriage before, but now he knew with certainty that I had sent Haru after him, but he hadn't brought it up yet. In order to understand how to handle him, I needed to uncover his identity and motive hidden by the military uniform first. You said you wanted to talk business, so does the military want to negotiate with Brazil, or do you want to negotiate with me? Smart decisions. Smart decision. In that case, let's put all the unpleasantness behind us. You're right, I want to negotiate with you personally. It has nothing to do with our backgrounds. I can ignore you stashing contraband on the train headed for an area occupied by the military, sending Narusi Haru to follow and kill me, and even ruining my plan. As long as you tell me in detail how to control flooding, I'll ensure your safe arrival in Yarus. And I'll help you with whatever shady stuff you're planning to do in Yarus. What makes you think so highly of yourself? What makes me? Here, pick one. A black knight and a white bishop. Black knight. Not wanting to waste my breath, I kept my cool and went along with that clown's performance, reaching out to choose the black knight. An enemy! That's what you are. No wonder you choose this one. Don't think you're some kind of hero after defeating a handful of change and titans. Has the endearing title of Jatan gotten to your head? You ask me what makes me think so highly of myself. Look yourself in the mirror instead. No matter how hard you try to save the world, you will always be calm working for an evil company. And even as I sit here talking business with you, my hands are clean. Got it? Don't mess with me. Tell me exactly how to control flooding. Otherwise, this train is going to lead you straight into a Federation military court. I hope you can calm down enough to carefully think about everything I've said. For a second, I wanted nothing more than to draw or shoot. For a second, I wanted nothing more than to draw my gun and put a bullet in his despicable face before this thought faded. However, Cyrus suddenly moved. What did you want to say? Wait, what? What did you just say? Serious, what is it? No, not you, Jatan. I meant this officer. What did he just say? Huh, you could learn a thing or two from your teammate while pretending to be confused. Please answer my question. Alright. I said I hope your Jatan can calm down enough to carefully think about everything I've said. I hope you can calm down enough to carefully think about everything I've said. Wait, what? I can't let bribing my subordinates to learn about the train schedule and screw this line. But you need to find a way to facilitate the business I had wanted to discuss with your boss. Good night, Miss Intelligence Officer. Jatan, I remembered something. I know this guy. Lieutenant Colonel Millwood Ivanov, the head of staff at Yarus Military Refugee Resettlement Committee. He once said he wanted to make a deal with Director Tao. That's why cats and dogs are so fun. The one who seems well behaved actually have the most fun. No wonder you came looking for me. You already ran into a dead end with my boss. But unfortunately, I'm not telling you anything either, and I don't have any contraband. Get your chance, please. Get in here. Sir. You recognize him, right? 7 hours ago at the field office, he was the one who led you onto this train, correct? Did he also help you load the cargo you're just putting into Garrus in the rear carriage? Sir, did you see what they were just spotting? I saw... no, I didn't see it. I didn't see anything. What? What are you doing? Carrying weapons illegally, refusing to cooperate with an investigation, resisting violently, and shooting a military soldier. Please, starting now, you have to cooperate and accept you're under our control. Still sure you don't need my help? It seems that his patience had run out, and he has And he was done playing nice. It looked like I had no choice but to cooperate. I gently let go of Cyrus' hand and stood up slowly. Sir, are you positive you want to start a conflict with Victor's on behalf of the military? You just sit still and keep quiet, little girl. I said I want to talk business with your adjutant. I'm not going to kill him. As long as he understands what's going on here and tells me what I want to know, he'll be back in a few minutes. Sirius' gaze met mine, but we didn't say a word. We stood up and led the soldier on the military inspector's command escort me out of the carriage alone. For some reason, I sensed, excuse me, I'm having a hiccup. One more small push would be enough to cause his, wait, did I miss something? For some reason, I sensed that the crazy clown in front of me had already reached his limit. One more small push would be enough to cause him to his must to slip and make him do something irredeemable. But I would have welcomed the opportunity. Inspector guard, sir, it's here. Open the door. Please step back. The soldiers took us to a closed carriage at the back of the train, then opened the door in front of me. Ah! Ugh. He's trained with shackles and face covered by mask. A small figure sat in the corner of the dim room. All I could discern was a pair of wild eyes and the sound of heavy breathing. The soldiers walked in at the inspector's general's order until they were all inside the carriage. Throwing their weapons, they surrounded the small figure in the center. Just as I was trying to figure out who the dark figure was, the inspector grabbed onto the collar from behind, yanked me out of the carriage, and slammed the door. See? Contraband. You said there wasn't any, so what was in the carriage just now? You dare capture Gustav's granddaughter? Hmm? Not only that, why do you have the nerve to take her back to the heiress? He stood in front of me, drew his gun and forcefully pressed it against my forehead. That crime alone is enough for the military to completely destroy Yggdrasil. If we choose to do things the hard way, that shall be the only outcome. Goodbye, Jeten. Remember my face in your next life. About flooding. The muzzle of the gun pressed against my forehead trembled somewhat, which was exactly what I had been hoping for. I would bend my knees to duck down, then reach out to hook his finger. Wait, what? I would bend my knees to duck down, then reach out to hook his finger that was placed on the trigger. I then punched him in the face and slammed my body against him to knock him over. My chance to fight back was short-lived, but I ignored one important factor at that critical moment. Ah! A sharp pain spreading from deep within my heart darkened my vision. The bitter taste filled my mouth. Just a half second more and I would have been able to grab the gun and put a bullet in his head. A violent explosion sent the officer and I crashing to the ground, tangled up together. Gasping in pain, with my arm dislocated, the butt of the gun made a crisp sound as it struck the bridge of my nose. Even louder gunfire sounded in the safe carriage overhead. The noises all mixed together to create chaos in my ears. I missed the sound. My hand grazed something cool and curved. I bit down on my lower lip. That pain brought on a moment of clarity and I pulled out my weapon. The officer was holding me down, pressing his thumb onto my Adam's apple in an attempt to crush my windpipe. Oh, brutal. I used my last bit of strength to pull my hand out from behind my back and struck him in the head with the butt of my gun. You're the one who should remember my face. I had no idea how much time elapsed before I heard the sound of familiar footsteps. They were approaching quickly, rushing closer and closer. Cyrus or Cyrus? I'm not sure. Cyrus ran over and dragged the inspection officer off of me. She tossed him aside, then helped me sit up. Jeten, are you okay? I'm okay. You actually understood what I meant. You planned this from the beginning, right? Yeah, but I didn't think we would actually have to do it. Are all the weapons and equipment for the escort mission ready? Everything's ready. Caroline will arrange for this weapon to be loaded into the train we are taking. Cyrus was notified of the emergency plan. If we run into any unforeseen circumstances on the train, I will protect you and she will execute the backup plan. Don't worry about me for now. Get the control room right away and take control of the train. An explosion of dismantle won't cause the train to run off the tracks, but we can't let it enter the North Pin Aerospace Center like this. Change our destination to the Oswell Steel Mill. Stop the train there. Tess said that plane is hidden from public eye. We can't let anyone know if traffic has something to do with this explosion. Got it. The son of Series. Yeah, let's go with Siri. The son of Series' footsteps gradually dissipated at the other end of the hallway, leaning up against the way and sliding down. I finally let my last bit of strength go. My vision started to become blurry, and everything in front of me went dark. Team 2. Team 2 reported that the commander eliminated the building. The cargo is secure, and the train will be rerouted to Oswell Steel Mill. Understood. The musician has made individual contact with Joseph. There may be a risk of intel leaking. Be prepared to take action. Team 6, get rid of Millwoods remain as soon as possible. Clear out all combat areas in 3 hours. See you all in Yarus. Sweet dreams. I'm Jelly Dragon. I hope you all can stand firm and play your roles. Reorganization.
Always ready to fight.
ここはすでにミッションの規定範囲から外れている。彼女たちが離脱できたら必ずここを通るはず。コヨーテにロシフ、カーシアの名前まで出てきたか。チェンシン、テス、持ちこたえてくれ。
That's all there is?
Whoops.
Absconditus.
Nuh-uh. Don't come over here.
What is any of this worth compared to honor? Taste my blade.
I'll protect you.
Reveal. Objective complete. Stay alert. Come on then.
やはりここは双方の通信封鎖区域の外か。チェンシン、テス、聞こえたら返事しろ。この通信を受信したらまず居場所を報告せよ。このミッションは明らかにおかしい。分析員に危険が迫っている可能性が非常に高い。お前たちを足止めしているのはコヨーテのマスターロシフだ。光線はできるだけ避けろ。
I'll protect you.
繰り返し居場所を報告せよ。光線はするな。
Nuh-uh. Don't come over here.
Good soldiers take care of themselves.
Oh yeah, we're going to make up sensing from up here, right? Oh, this is nice. I like this continuation. That before this we saw Haru
A lovely sound.
came in here. And now we're at Haru, see, Senshin.
What is any of this worth compared to honor?
Nuh-uh. Don't come. I'll protect you.
Objective complete. Stay alert. Can you feel the weight of this victory?
Oh, now I see. I just realized there's the red path and the blue path over here. So blue path is Haru and the Egerton, right? And this red path is Shenxing and Tess. But it's kinda weird, you know, because oh yeah, this is the path of the armored car. Although we don't see the path of the train. We only see the path of Haru, I guess. Huh. Scorpion Stinger. One's true color can be difficult to conceal. In a concealed area near the steel mill, the coyote leader was interrogating his inferior detective. Tess, you can ask me 1,000 times, but I already told you I'm just here to stall you. You'll just have to guess why I would discuss myself as Etchel and how I would have the blood in my possession. Then, what did you mean by what you said when we captured you? Think about what you should do next now that I've fallen in your lap. Will the name Gustav become your opportunity to take your man and break your chains? Did I strike a chord? Don't mess with me, little girl. Where's Etchel now? So the real Etchel is in the train. I'm not telling you, and you only have two options if you really want to save the coyotes. Either kill me and take the blood sample back to your employer, and spread the news that Etchel is dead to the citizens and militants around you at risk. Public opinion will turn against your employer. Or you can let me go and I'll convince the Hamdal each other that we should help you. What are you guys supposed to do? And what are you guys supposed to do? How are you going to help me? This is Yavris, not a containment zone. How is Yggdrasil going to deal with the military? It's precisely because we're in Yaris that we can help. Etchel is the only remaining political symbol of Yaris. If she's safe and secure with Yaris locals, who do you think the citizens and separatist militants will listen to? If she comes out as Yaris' new leader, those fools with a penchant for violence will lose any semblance of control in Yaris. Everyone will stand against them. That's just Yggdrasil's plan. I haven't seen any hope or result whatsoever. So being under someone else's control, getting your hands dirty and watching humans die from their diseases, one after another like you are now, gives you hope and result. I took the risk and to deliberately let you capture me, just so I could figure out who you're working for and help you take them down. Heimdall and Tess came up with the idea, and Yggdrasil director Tal gave the order. If you still don't trust me, throw a gun. Who are you going to give Etchel to? First, tell me who hired you guys when I intercepted Etchel for you 3 days ago. First, tell me who hired you guys when I intercepted Etchel. She intercepted Etchel from you 3 days ago. If I hadn't stopped it, who would you have handed her over to? And this time, you guys were completely focused on the armored vehicle. Obviously because you were sure Etchel Gustav was inside, right? Who told you that Etchel Gustav was going to be in the armored vehicle? Why are you asking me these questions? Because there's someone I want to protect. And if he knew you were in this position, he would definitely want to find a way to save you guys. You broke free but didn't escape. You have the safety purposely left it loose. And now you're here, desperately trying to get information from me. You've done all this for someone else without ever thinking about yourself. I'm a bit sure that that person is the most important member of my audience. So no matter what I have to do, I'll continue this show to the finale. Well, you're an interesting girl. Hopefully I'm interesting enough for you to start answering my questions. Wilwolf Ivanov, have you heard that name before? He is the most well-known intel broker on the Yarus Northwind Aerospace Center, Black Market. He might look like a respectable lieutenant colonel in the military, but in reality, he's a chatterbox who will say anything for the right price. On our mission a few days ago, the initial client refused to disclose their identity. Back then, we didn't know that Etchel was the cargo. We just treated it like a normal mission. After receiving the cargo, We were supposed to take it to the capital of Yakus and hand it over to General Adrian's advisor. After he snatched the cargo from us, the mission was terminated and Millwood stepped in. He told me in private that the cargo was Ichel's stuff. Information on the day you guys departed, and when and where you traveled, and the contents of the armored vehicle were all provided by Millwood. The Coyotes were only responsible for stealing the vehicle. He has another team in charge of transporting it. Didn't want to take all the credit in front of the higher-ups? You want to know who Millwood's buyer is? He wouldn't have gone through so much effort just so we can enter the military. And Duchess Orlova from Barency Pribor has always had a strained relationship with the military. Millwood wouldn't do business with her. So as far as for the other weaker militants, they might not even be brave enough to accept Ichel if they knew it was her. That just leaves one potential buyer, but all I could find on him was his name. The Yaris Federation's former Major General, Sergei Dobrinin. Yaris Federation's former Major General. Mr. Joseph, since you used to be a senior colonel in the Yaris Federation Armed Forces, have you heard that name before? Are you alright? I'm alright. We're just flash home. We've been away from the train for a while. Do you think the Jatan is okay? Sirius is with him. The Jatan also set up a contingency plan before we left. He insisted you and Tess would need my help more than they would on the train. It's like he knew something would happen to you guys. This mission just gets weirder at every turn. Knowing the Jatan, it's only natural for him to plan ahead. You said the last time you saw Tess was at the steel mill, right? Let's find her first, then head back to rendezvous with the Ejatan on the train. Chenshin? Something's off. What is it? Tess. Even though the situation wasn't looking good before I got caught off guard, now that I think about it, Tess was acting weird the whole time. It seems like she was hiding a lot of stuff from me. She even had a chance to escape when we were surrounded by coyotes at the steel mill. She never let me see what's inside the armored vehicle, but if there was an important target inside, she wasn't worried when the escorting operative and vehicle disappeared. And weirdest of all, the Internal Affairs Department was established when the Ejatan got hurt and we were under house arrest. The entire department's only mission was to spy on us. Back then, Tess was on a field mission. While we were on the way, how did she know those straps were specialized surveillance devices from the Internal Affairs Department? At just a glance, whoa, I did not notice that. Yeah, so she knew about the Internal Affairs Department specialized devices, even though the department was just established and she was not ever there when the Internal Affairs Department was established. Here, the lowest possible graphic. Sure, maybe after I finish this story, it's almost over. Maybe she's been answering to a different boss than us since the beginning. The train was approaching the platform behind Oswell's steel mill. I slouched down, sitting on the sofa in the carriage. My thoughts were a mess, but some faint ideas were coming together. Ejatan, here, it's club soda. Thank you. Sirius sat down next to me and tilted her head, staring at me in silence. Ejatan, I want to suspect my own squad mates, but is Tess Kotkin really a Heimdall operative? I knew she was hesitant and wondering if she should continue, but I was actually hoping she would remember something else. Just tell me what's on your mind. It's okay. Actually, I've been wondering something. Why did Director Tao suddenly establish the Internal Affairs Department? Even though it was after you were shot, how did she do it so quickly? They couldn't have just thrown the whole department together on such a short notice. It must have been planned ahead of time. Ejatan, be careful. I think the Tao wants... She's splitting us up, depriving me of my authority little by little. She slowly turned my closest operative into her eyes and ears, using them as tools and transforming them to my weakness right under my nose, so they could be used as weapons to hurt me someday. I would never do something like that. I know. I trust you, Sirius. I trust everyone on the Heimdall force. Yeah, I trust you, Captain, more than anyone. We have a plan. After we get to Yaris, I'm going to withdraw from the mission and return to headquarters. I don't care how they decide to punish me. The secrets behind the Internal Affairs Department and Tess' identity. I'm probably the best person to help you figure this stuff out right now. And now that I've remembered everything, I won't help anyone hurt you again. They're hurting you. You can't go back. You have to. I'll think of a story to get you out of the mission. Promise me, Sirius. Sirius, I still couldn't figure out. You need to act like nothing happened after you go back. I'll find out who messed with your memories and make them pay, one by one. What is this? Omega? The former Major General you mentioned, Sergei, is known as Omega. That is Omega, right? I need to check. Give me 2 minutes to check. Omega. Yeah, it is Omega. The lowercase Omega. Right, okay. Omega, the former Major General you mentioned, Sergei, is now known as Omega. He always hid behind the scene when he served as Major General of the old Federation. Few knew his real name, let alone what he looked like. Later, when he appeared on the Imperial Board of Directors, he had changed his name to Omega. If that's the case, then Omega is Milwood's buyer. He must be in Yaris now. If I had followed the plan, hid in the armored vehicle and never came out, then Milwood's second team would have picked me up and taken me to Omega by now. Leviathan to the magician. Order from the master. Kill Joseph Sokolov Alexander. What? Who? Huh? Signal interference? Is this internal affair? The boss already fulfilled your desire to work on the thief and look the other way when you began investigating us. Act immediately. Don't disappoint the boss. I don't want to. What are you saying? I said I don't want to. I won't let you guys get hurt. Who? Oh, shoot. So this is what we saw in the very beginning. At the very beginning. Hey, little girl, you... Hurry, get out of here. Or someone's going to pin this on you. My squad mates will make trouble for you. Get out of here. Don't tell me she's going to die. The coyote leader grit his teeth. Behind him, the little red-haired girl was left alone. The frigid wind cuts. The frigid wind cuts through her clothes like a knife, slicing through her body and causing her blood to congeal into a mirror on the ice. This part. Her soft lips dried out in the cold air, and her typically vibrant eyes slowly dimmed. The boundless snow began to cover her face. Who was she? A youthful girl who loved magic? The Heimdall forces new recruit who longed for the Egerton? A ghostly weapon who delivered death around the border region? Or an internal affair agent who fell to a shot from internal affairs? Haru. Egerton, Chenxing and I just received an anonymous communication. Tess was shot. Judging by the location, it looks like she is in the ice field behind the steel mill. The message contained an image of Joseph with Tess. It seems like he's the one who killed her. Chenxing and I are hurrying over to the mill still now. How is it going over there? Egerton? Should be the other way around. Why was this all happening? Why did it turn out like this? She hadn't sent me away from headquarters to protect me. Rather, was she forcing me to become her enemy? Whoa. Okay. There's a big part over here. Sharp blade. Let's put this.
I come bearing blessings to all things.
お前と連携を取るのはこれが初めてか？
そうですね。
そうですね。
後方支援がなく情報員もない、分析員までここにいない。チェンシン、ここは一つ勝負しようか。こんな状況でどっちがより多くの敵を倒せるかを。
私全く弱くありませんよ。それでもよろしければお受けしましょう。テスの敵を討つには最善の選択ですから。
Oh, SSK. I think I'm going through the story right now. I think there's only one more mission left. So maybe after I finish the main story, won't be long. Maybe like 5 more minutes, I think. Maybe 10.
Objective complete, all according to plan. This should be quick. Nothing to be afraid of.
Because you need to restart the game for all of the graphic to be applied. I'm not going to restart the game right now.
Excellent. Thanks. Objective complete, all according to plan. This should be quick.
Leave this to me. What are you waiting for? Absconditude.
You are bound.
Nuh-uh. Don't come over here.
What is any of this worth compared to— Taste my blade. Reveal.
Oh, I see. So you want to see if your PC can handle the graphic. Sure, I can do that.
Good soldiers take care of themselves.
10 more minutes. I mean, if you have limited bandwidth, you can just tune out and come back in 10 minutes. We are probably going to finish by then. Finish the
Come on,
main story.
then. Keep them coming.
Oh, shoot. Ouch.
Situation is under control. All is cleansed.
Leave this to me.
I'm kind of tired.
Not enough to change anything. Reloading. Excellent.
Leave this to me.
Nuh-uh. Don't come over here.
Oh man, so annoying. You keep deploying that thing.
Not enough to change anything.
There you go.
That was so easy, it's not really worth recording it.
Anyway, in case you couldn't hear me before because of the game sound, I said I will finish the game in maybe 10 more minutes. I think this should, yeah, there's 3 more. So this should be the last. And then after this, I will try to set up the lowest graphics. I need to restart the game. And then you can see how it looks. But for now, I will need to finish it. Okay. Oh, we're fighting the hardened yourself. Yeah.
I come bearing blessings to all things.
What? Oh.
Do not resist.
Nuh-uh. Don't come over here.
Whoa.
Leave this to me.
Take cover where?
It's nothing. Not a problem.
Oh.
All is cleansed. Doesn't happen a lot, but only to worry.
What the?
What are you waiting for?
That's so strong.
Absconditude. Hup.
Wait, he's immune right now.
Nuh-uh. Don't come over.
Don't worry.
I
I'm
should
present.
have healed there.
Reloading.
Oh, this thing again.
What are you waiting for? Absconditude.
No, I cannot attack him right now.
Hup. It's nothing. Taste my blade. Reveal.
Oh, you think so? I think as long as it is alive for PC, it's going to be alive for Mobile as well.
Absconditude.
I don't think they will ever
Don't come over here.
abandon the mobile version. Woo. Oh no. Was close. What
Reloading.
the hell?
What are you waiting for? Absconditude.
Nuh-uh. Don't come over here.
Taste my blade. Reveal. I've lost my edge.
No.
Don't worry, I'm present. Do not resist.
Nuh-uh.
Breaking your promise.
Okay.
You sure I'm your best
I'm getting
choice?
wrecked. I don't think I can defeat her with 3 shots.
Brute force attacks are so last year. Raise the pressure.
Yeah, I need to kill her.
The temperature! Shield down. Switch to contingency.
Yeah, I should stop wasting time here. And restart. I don't need this. I need my own unit. There we go. And healer. X4. Yeah. Yep. Looks good.
All is cleansed.
Nuh-uh. Don't come over here.
Oh no. Oh, that was close.
Nuh-uh. Don't come over here.
It's nothing. Not a problem. The supplies are in place.
Well done.
Nuh-uh. Don't come over here.
Supplies are in place.
Nuh-uh. Don't come over here.
It's nothing. Not a problem.
God damn, that's a lot of
Supplies
damage.
are in place. Reloading.
Nuh-uh. Don't come over here.
Supplies are in place.
Now I have to sort the machine gun.
Nuh-uh. Don't come over here.
And then stop. There you go.
The lightning repels you. Supplies are in place. Reloading.
Nuh-uh. Don't come over here.
I saw how it would end for you.
Interesting fight. At first I thought he was
All
invincible,
is in motion.
but it looks
There is
like I need to
balance.
break down his armored parts. Impromptu act. Escape from battle with a curtain call. The lighting in the back room was dim, the seated figure wavering between light and darkness. The Vital to headquarters. The magician leaked confidential intel and refused to follow orders. She has been eliminated. Shooting her was indeed the best course of action. Tess won't die that easily, but you guys made the right decision. Okay, so I guess Tess is still alive. That's good. This is a lesson for her, and for you all as well. Yes, also, we have confirmed that Omega is hiding in Yarus. After we pinpoint his location, we can take care of him. No, we still need to dig deeper. Continue to monitor and protect Tess as planned. He needs to be there to act as bait. Yggdrasil's plan to infiltrate Yarus must succeed. We can't miss the forest for the trees. I didn't give you the power to make decisions to fire freely just so you could point your guns at your allies and use the Heimdall's operatives' lives to take credit. Understood. Tess. Even good kids who behave poorly needs to pay the price. You need to remember this pain. How is it going? A few of them are still alive, but just barely. And the Juvosis is already extremely serious. Even if we use the best kind of treatments, I'm afraid it's impossible to save them. You saw the way Joseph fought just now. Maybe these people and the circumstances are the only reason he became like that. I know he's our enemy, but he's also a hero. He spent his whole life locked in a cage, desperately fighting for his own people. I have a sneaking suspicion that Tess didn't die at their hands at all. After all, them, us, everyone fighting here with their lives. We are all being taken advantage of. Internal affairs. You said you and Tess found their tracks on the way over. You pick up their communication and they even helped show you the way. They were watching you and Tess the entire time. So you assume Tess is a member of the Internal Affairs Department too. That would explain why Tao asked Tess to keep an eye on you, since you were once close with the former board. Tao has always suspected the former board of targeting Yggdrasil, so she's assigned you to the more dangerous route. If our enemies went easy on you, it would cast more suspicion on you. And you protected Ejate during the Operation Breakpoint, refusing to give up any information when we were being questioned. So you were assigned to the train to personally protect him. Tao can't completely expose the Ejate to danger until she finds a suitable replacement for him. Even if we found ourselves facing insurmountable danger, she knew I would sacrifice myself. But if what you're saying is all true, then why would Tess confront the danger herself? If she really was the internal affairs, then she should have wanted to take you with her to fight. Correct. That is also something I can't figure out. Speaking of which, did you go identify Tess' body? One day earlier. We have to leave pretty early tomorrow morning. We should get some rest. What about you? I'm already used to going on missions at the border, so I'll treat it like jet lag. What kind of people are at the border? Every kind. Soldiers, mercenaries, fugitives, working class people struggling to survive, and people like me. Huh, do you mean by people like you? What are you like? Spy? A killer? A scout? An intel thief? What do you think I am? A useful girl? A magician? A girl who tries her best to act like a mature adult. Oh, come on, haven't you been pretending not to know me? Pretending that you forgot everything? Yes, pretending to forget is so much harder than truly forgetting. Apple, what's this? Take it. It's a ticket to see the great magician Tess Godkin, and it's a thoughtful good luck charm. As long as you have it, I'll definitely come to your side. You can follow it to find me too. I wouldn't ever be separated from you again like 4 years ago. Wait a second. That card! Could it? Adjutant, we have 10 minutes before you arrive at Boswell Steel Mill. If you're still sleeping, get up and read. Ready. Cyrus! That card! Quick! What? That card you found in the weapons workshop. That card! Let me see it. Is it that card in your hand? No, it's not the same. This is my card here. Adjutant, they're glowing? Are these cards tracking devices? Big booba. Just now, did you check to make sure it was Tess' body? Keep an eye on those coyotes. I'll go check it out. When the adjutant gets here, tell him that Tess is probably still. She's still alive. Adjutant! Her body isn't in the ice field. And Cyrus, is she here? And Cyrus, is he alright? No problem. We can use reverse positioning to locate the source receiving signal from these cards. Tess Godkin is still in the area. 3 hours later. Hey you should say something. What? You can say anything. You can't just stand around like a dummy, right? The petite figure wore ill-fitting armor. Ill-fitting armor? But it surprisingly wasn't too loose. It is loose. I thought it was too tight. Except for the helmet gently shaking on her slender neck, which looked absolutely ridiculous. Alright, then let's talk about the great magician, Tess Godkin. Oh, wait. She's smart and brave, and will take on an adventure all by herself. Now it's time to change your clothes. Your squad mates and commanders spent a long time looking for you in all this snow. You're boiling again. Ugh. What are you trying to say? I said you're bullying me again. Adjutant, come help me. This thing, why won't it come off? She frantically tried to take off the helmet and armor, but since it was designed for protection in combat, it clearly didn't take ease of use or flexibility into consideration. I put aside my impulse to continue enjoying the show, walking over to help her unfasten the alloy buckle at the back of her neck. Ah, I'm safe. That thing almost suffocated me. The biting wind on the ice field made the face of the girl in front of me redden. The sunlight reflected off the ice, then pierced my eyes via gaze. I couldn't help but feel nervous at the sight of the bright gleam. Alright, tell me what's going on here. What else could be going on? The mission still isn't over. The Coyote's employee spy is Omega, a former member of the Yggdrasil board. Bah! We need to weed him out and figure out what he's scheming, or you are eventually going to be in danger. So what's your plan? You plan to be defeated Coyote and go back? I know what you're trying to say. I can go back to you guys. Someone from Internet Affair shot me on the ice field. I used a little trick to mislead them into confirming the kill. The director Tao knew that that's not her. I don't know. If I just walked back to your side again, it would spell trouble for you and the other operatives, and you'd all be in danger. And Chensheng and the others probably suspect me anyway. If I don't figure everything out first and just go right back to you guys, how can I gain everyone's trust? At times like this, we need to stand together. If you can't even tell who your allies are, how are you going to face the enemy? You want to protect us, but who's going to protect you? I can do it myself. I'm not the same helpless schoolgirl from before. I became a manifestation. I joined Yggdrasil. I've done so much here in Yaris. I joined the Hunter Force all on my own. I even performed a trick, faking my own death in front of a bunch of people today. I'm the great magician, Tess King. I want to put on more shows. And as for all the guys hiding in the shadows planning on to hurt you, I want to... As her blood began to boil, the girl's speech grew incoherent. She constantly repeated the same phrases in an effort to encourage herself, as if fighting off some kind of vulnerability, pain, and fear deep within her heart. I looked at the tears in her eyes turned to ice in the frigid air. I watched on as she lowered her head and murmured, her unsettled hands shaking. I knew what I needed to do for her at that moment. Applaud her? I mean, she does like applause, right? Let's take her hand. I guess you finally saw me perform. Tess. What is it? Good work. Welcome to my Hamdel force. Morning. Silent seclusion with displays in pain. Scavenger. Hey, what are you trying to do? Let us go. What is this place? Hey. Please cooperate. Get in line and go in. Don't make trouble. Yaris military territory. You guys want to silence us for good? Are you with that blasted Millwood? We surrendered our weapons. We are civilians now. You can't do this. Please do not panic. No one will be harmed here. Millwood is no longer here. The cruel violence he performed was his idea, not the military's. You can... By the crap, he treated us like animals before. And now you have the audacity to say that? You think that you can distance yourself from that monster now, just by saying it? Hey, put down the gun. I'll say it again. The cruel violence that he would perform was his idea, not the military's. The disciplinary unit is searching for him. He will be brought back and court-martialed as soon as he is found. He has committed war crimes, crimes against humanity, and broken a number of military regulations and code of ethics. Rest assured, no one will be willing or able to protect him. He can't escape. There's no reason to fear us. So please, do as instructed. What will happen to us? Where are we? This is a city deep in the military-occupied territory of Yaris. I am an orderly officer under the command of Captain Li Chiu Shui. We have brought you here for your safety. The military will provide you with shelter, food, medicine, and even emotional counseling considering the terrible ordeal you've been through, I guess. Why? Why should we trust you? You could choose to not trust me, and we could return your weapon to you right now, no problem. However, since you don't have any authorization to be in Yaris, you'll be fight upon and apprehended as soon as you walk 20 meters outside the city. On my order, of course. Dare to try me, Coyote? Good, looks like we have come to an understanding. Send them in. After getting settled, do an head count. With 3 days, everyone will receive double the amount of supplies. If you can't scrape them together, take some from the munition warehouse. You don't need my signature. Listen, we came to Yaris to help innocent victims like them establish order. Yes, sir. Captain, we are all settled over here. Sure. Chu Shui. I believe in Chinese it's pronounced Chu Shui, something like that. Well done. Rotate the guards every 12 hours and keep a close watch on all of them. No one is permitted to leave for any reason. Understood. Hey, Joseph, you miserable punch. Screwed things up, somehow survived. Fate has indeed been cruel to you. Major, I searched all of them but was unable to find Millwood. We found lots of documents and digital logs in his camps, barracks, and 3 secret prisons. Have a look. Pick them back and have logistics send someone with a vehicle. Don't let the Refugee Resettlement Committee get word of this. Millwood went too far. None of those other warmongers that sided with him will be able to avoid punishment either. Understood? And what about Joseph? Take photos as evidence and notify the medical team in the capital to come assist. From now on, Joseph Alexander is a dead man. Understood? Understood. Also, we must find out who was behind the mysterious message that lured us here. Finding that carpet is just as important as finding Millwood. No one can hide from us. In order to control this region, the military must know everything about everybody here. Hey, finally, that's the end of the Perilous Snowpath main story. So let me collect everything over here. And that's pretty much it for the Perilous Snowpath main story. Alright, pretty cool. Yep, low graphic time. Okay. Give me a second here.